Hello guys, today is Sunday, sometime in May, 16th, 17th, 18th, 19th, who knows, because all the days just fucking roll into one lately. Groundhog Day. So I've not done out down at the unit because I'll be honest with you, yesterday I just can't be arsed. I woke up feeling groggy. I felt as though I'd had no sleep and a bit of an headache all day, and I just couldn't be bothered. And then I came round about probably, I don't know, maybe 3 o'clock, and it was too late to go down there. So anyway, I've been able to see grandkids this morning because it's my granddaughter's birthday. She's 13 today. My daughter's got 4 kids. So what I'm going to do is, for one weekend, for the 4 weekends in June, I'm going to have one of the grandkids stay at ours for the weekend. So I've decided this has been in my shed in my unit for God knows how long. I've no idea if it works or not. I'm going to get this working today, and then we can have a little razz around on field with them. So that's what I'm going to do today, get this little motocross thingy going. So I'll take the panels off and everything. Give it all a grease up, whatever, and then put it back together and get it running. And then, like you say, they can have a little razz around on it then, can't they? Give them something to do. So I've got my helper here. Am I, Dave? Are you helping? And then we'll go from there. Right. Okay. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Right, so one of the first things I've done is make my own penetrating oil. So, as you probably know, WD-40 now is like a £5 for a shitty little tin like that lasts about 2 minutes. So all I do is I get old used engine oil and a bit of petrol, and I maybe put that much. You know, if I get a glass, so for instance, if I was using that there, I'd use one of them full of engine oil, and then maybe a quarter or a half of petrol, mix it all together. And what it does, I don't know if it's right or not, but for example, when you put it on, the petrol soaks into the threads, you know, the fine bits, and the oil is used as a lubricant then when you start undoing it. It seems to work for me, and it saves me a load of money. So I just thought I'd tell you that. But anyway, I'm going to get that bike in now, and we'll get cracked on with it. Right, I've got the seat off, the panels off, the front mudguard, basically down to a shell, and that's it. The wiring loom, I don't know if I'm going to be able to cope fixing these wires, because, you know, which wire do I connect to which? There's too many wires, isn't there? So I'm going to have to consult the workshop manual about this wiring loom, I think. Yeah. Fucking 2 wires. It's 50-50, isn't it? If I get it right or wrong. Anyway. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to turn the bike around the other way. Well, I'm going to undo that wire first of all. Turn the bike the other way around, and I can get to the other side and I can get that caliper off. I've got the rear caliper off and stuff like that. I've put a bit of oil on there to let it soak in, and on there. So I'll turn it round, get the other side off, and then we'll get it outside, and then we'll give it a wash down and whatever. So, right. Right, I've got the handlebars off. What I've decided to do is just take the throttle off, because I can't, my hands are too big to fit in there to unscrew the top of the carb, so I can't get my hand in. So it was easier just to take the fucking throttle off and just slide it off. So what I'm going to do now is I'll take the front end out, and then I'll take the engine out, and then we'll get it outside and I'll wash all the frame, and then I'll start putting it back together. Oh, I'll take the suspension off as well. So right, I'll take the front end off, so I'll be back when I've got the front end off and well, it's down to a frame, and then we'll start putting it back together and grease it all up. I wondered if I can put this back together. So there we are. So I'll give that a quick clean, and then we'll start putting it back together. More importantly, I can soak that chain in a bit of oil. I can't find a split link. Do these little chains have split links? No idea. Can't bloody see one. If it is, it's tiny. But I don't think it is. I think it's an endless one. So anyway, I'll soak that in a bit of oil, and then yeah, I'll give it a quick clean off, and then we'll start putting it back together. So 2 seconds. Right, that's the frame all cleaned, and I've managed to clean these bearings up. I haven't taken them out, but I've cleaned them up, and I can feel it turning, but it's a bit notchy, if you know what I mean. But anyway, so I shall now start putting it back to lay up. Bloody hell, another job for me. So
Last time. Actually, that's correct.
put it on the stand, Ida. Do you know how to do that? Oh, she's learning, look.
Get it sorted properly this time, or I'll take it to a specialist.
Alright, I promise.
You'll pay for it.
Yeah, I will do. Right, so what I'll do now is I'll clean up this shock absorber, and then we can start putting it back together. So I know this is a tiny little mini-moto, but the principles are the same, aren't they, for a big bike? You know, you've got a frame, you've got rear suspension, you've got front suspension, you've got a swinging arm, you've got an engine, you've got wheels. So if you want to learn how to do motorbikes, just get one of these little mini-motos and just take them to bits and put it back together. It's basically the same, if you know what I mean. So I know that these swinging arm bushers aren't proper ones, if you know what I mean, because they're just like little plastic inserts and a tube rather than bearings on a real motorbike. But I still thought I'd take them out, because you can see there, look, it is actually a bit rusty coloured. So all I'm going to do now is I've had the rag in between there, back and forwards. I'm going to quickly clean them and put it back in. So that'll be the you know, the swinging arm bearings quote done. Right, I've got the engine back in. I'll give it a clean. It's got quite a good compression. So I forgot about the chain being endless, so I had to piss about getting that back on. Front end is all greased up, all lovely and working now. I just need to obviously wipe it down with a rag. I've tried to get rid of some of the rust from the stanchions, but I'm not going to spend too much time on it. The shock, I started taking it in bits, but then I realised I didn't have a little mini spring compressor. So I've just tried to clean it up as best I can, and I put that back on. And that's it really. We're going out to see Final Destination tonight, so I've got about another half an hour, but I won't get it done within half an hour. So I'm going to have to make a gasket. Somebody's made one out of a can or something there, so I need to do that. And then I can do the wheels then, can't I, and stuff. Get them back on, and then we'll see how it goes. So I've just pumped Idy's tyres up on a push bike, so we'll see if they stay up. But anyway, I will see you guys later. I'll probably finish this after work tomorrow or something. Right, I'm going to have to go now, because I need to go and get a shower. So it's looking like a little motocross bike now, isn't it? Cool. Front wheels all greased up. Obviously tyres need blowing up, but that's running perfect. Tyre needs blowing up on this, and it needs adjusting as well, but I'll do that later. cool. So proper little motorbike.